sir, you look like you know the answer. If you're a homeowner in Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, go ahead and check this out. Asking homeowners that have lived in their home for a year or longer, and that have considered getting a brand new roof and or solar, what's the only state that ends in a letter K? Only state ending in the letter K. If you're looking at either a roof or a solar project, go to natecosystem.com, or just go ahead and click below natecosystem.com, or click natecosystem.com. Only state ending in the letter K. It's a real state. There's only one of them, and we're not making bologna sandwiches. Give it a shot. While you think about that, before we go forward, you have to own a home to get the roof. For solar, you have to own the home. You have to have an electric bill of $40 or more on average. To qualify, you have to have good standing with your credit. That doesn't mean we're checking your credit. They just want to make sure you're not leaving. They just ask people if they have a 650 credit score or higher. And then what else? Anything else? While we do remove trees that are blocking the sunlight, you want to have 3 to 5 hours of sunlight on a daily basis to get solar. Now, if we have to remove a tree to do that, okay, no problem. If we have to remove 7 trees to do that, that's when it starts to get to be 6, no problem. We should be able to handle 6. It just got to make sense to you as the homeowner, right? So if you meet all those qualifications, go ahead and click below, or go to natecosystem.com. Get a free estimate on either a roof, solar, or a roof and solar, or a ground-mounted solar system with beautiful landscaping surrounding it. And by the way, we found people don't like pushy salespeople, so we won't be. We'll get you the information. We'll leave the decision-making up to you. And we'll get you the specifics of the info that you're personally requested in the shortest period of time possible. So get us that address. We can start surveying either the tree line for solar or the roof line in the neighborhood. 2 of the projects, no 2 projects are the same, so that's why we have to survey and do inspections and so forth. Excuse my finger for a sec here. So if it's just roof, great, go ahead and click the form wherever it is here. Go to natecosystem.com, fill out that form. If it's also solar, start at natecosystem.com or click through down here, wherever it is, and we'll reach out to you, introduce ourselves, and request your kilowatt usage. That's not your account number. That's how many units of electricity you've been using over the last 12 months, which is why we look for people that have lived in their homes a year or longer. If you've lived there 6 months, even a month, that's fine. We can still get solar for you. It's just that much more accurate when we have a full 12 months worth of usage. CP&L is a bar graph of the last 12 months, and then National Grid has a table, and it says January to December, and has the exact numbers, which is super accurate. And rate increases aside, has anyone told you about the New England roofing program? There are special laws in New England where you're able to get roofs differently than normal. It's 75% of the U.S. does not have this, but you're lucky you live in New England. Get excited. They did something right. No, we love New England. And then, what do you call it? Is your roof 14 years or over? If it's under and you have a new roof, that's great. We're Master Elite Roofers as well, with GAF. And we have the warranty coverage as additional for your roof with solar. Or if you have 15 feet from your neighbors, you can go ahead and possibly look at doing a ground-mounted system with the landscaping around it. Or they have the gazebos, where you can actually, have a cookout underneath your solar panels. And then what else do we need to know if your roof's 14 years or over? Some people are just going ahead and getting solar to get the 50-year life roof out of it, and put the whole thing into one project. We figured most solar goes on roofs, so why not do roofing as well? Since COVID hit, my business partner Joey and I, we've done 49 roofs in solar together. If you're watching this after June 16th, so we're doing another roof and solar today, so 2021. And that's with Joey taking 2 cross-country trips, one for best friend's wedding during COVID, which was super nothing, not what you'd want during a wedding, not what I would want for my wedding, but and then went to go visit his family that he had never seen, that he met through 23andMe. That's amazing. Found family he didn't even know existed. Went out, another cross-country trip, and then a 3rd cross-country trip right now when he's driving back right now to go see the same best friends. It's going to be the best year ever, 2021. Good thing is that if you know somebody that works for the utility, this is their program. It's not my program. It's a utility and estate program. And it's not putting them out of work, and it's not cutting into their profits. Utilities make profits off of the customer charge. It's $6. It's on your bill. It says customer charge. What was it about the utility? We'll always get to charge their money, but fewer people out there. So it's not going to put people out of work, and you'll always be on the utility electric grid. You're not going off grid. That's illegal, at least here. If you want to do that, like South Dakota type of deal like that, you can. I believe you can go off the grid. Instead of having a strain or a stress on the grid and the amount of electricity that has to travel from coal burnt in Pennsylvania, really it's natural gas, but anyway, it travels a long distance to get to you versus, a power plant on your property that's perfectly placed for your pleasing, that if it looks good and it doesn't cost you anything out of pocket and you save money right away, it's kind of like the no-brainer, but it has to hit those, it has to make sense for you. So if you don't know who I am, that's my fault. I apologize. I'm Lee Tyler. Joey Doherty's my partner, and we've been acquiring long-term donations for national and international charities since 2014. A little bit before that, but Joey and I have been in business since then. And in 2019 we started this solar company. We were raising funds for a major environmental fund. We started learning about solar, and this year we decided to start a roofing and solar company. Really, the solar was the start, and the roofing went along with the solar. Once COVID hit, we said, hey, we need something to talk about on online, and that's what came out as the roof. So it's a national company. That's why I say anywhere in the U.S. Everyone wants to know the price. So with the roof, it's a 50-year roof, GAF, 3D composition shingle roof. There's 3 state programs. 2 are zero out of pocket with the solar, or you can utilize the state law to get the very same 50-year life roof for $500 to $2,500. I did not misspeak. $500 to $2,500 for a 50-year life roof. That's the last 7 roofs we've done between Rhode Island and Connecticut. We're starting a program where if you give us an honest review of your roof, it is getting hot, of your roof experience, then we will go ahead and pay you as a review generator. So that's another program that we've just launched as of you seeing this advertised. Everyone wants to know the price of... So you find out if you qualify for the roofing program to get it for $25 to $500, because not everyone qualifies. Go to natecosystem.com or click over here, and then with the solar prices, again, you have to qualify. The goal isn't necessarily to save with solar. It's to stop the electric company from increasing the rates year over year. Like I said, the power has to be generated and then transferred to your house. So it's expensive to do that. So believe it or not, we burn trash for electricity. And that has to travel from the trash burning incinerator to your home. So CP&L and National Grid profit from that customer charge I was telling you about. So they don't profit from making the power. They don't profit from delivering the power. They just profit from that $6 charge that you'll see on your bill. It's this customer charge. It's the exact same charge every single month. And that's how they make their profits, and that's how they move forward as a company. So if they need to raise pieces of the delivery rate, they will do that to cover their costs so that they are still profitable, continuing to grow. More people, more meters, that they'll never go out of business. So solar is not impeding with that. They keep the jobs. Okay, so back to pricing. So let me tell you about the qualified customers. So first, non-qualified, let's say we can only cover a quarter of the bill. 25% of your $100 bill, we can only cover $25 of it. So your new bill is $75. So that's like the worst case scenario, is we can only cover a little bit of your electric bill, but it's still better than what you're doing now and getting some clean power that doesn't increase year over year. And then, we'd like to cover, it's very hard to cover 100% of a bill. We'd like to cover 105% if possible, for a variety of reasons that you will find out. And excuse me if I'm speaking too fast. I will obviously slow it down for you. I'm used to busy New Yorkers, and for sure. So, where are we at? That's still better than what we have. So ideally we cover 80% or above. That's like ideal. 80% above is good. So we put up enough panels to reduce your bill down to a few bucks, $14, $16. I asked the last person, oh, what was your last bill? And she said, it was $14. And then she said, I had one that was $6. So, right, you see the difference between 80% and 100%, something like that. And, difference of seasons will make the bill, a few dollars up or below. So, again, you have to pay that $6 customer charge regardless. Go ahead and click natecosystem.com to get the information for your home, because your home's different than your neighbor's home, has a different amount of people living in it, which means you're going to have a different number of panels on it, et cetera, different cost for the roof, et cetera. So, the bill to the panels is less than what you're paying. So, it's less. So, you save money off the bat. Which is why these solar companies feel like it's okay for them to get away with saying it's free. You see me doing the air quotes here. So the terms are as little as 5 years. If you do not pay federal income taxes on an earned income of $143K or more, if you're married and filed jointly, obviously there's specifics there. I would get into that if you ask me those questions, but the average payoff is 18 years if you do not pay federal income taxes. If you make $142,000 a year or less, and you don't pay federal income taxes, payoff average is 18 years. If you do pay federal income taxes, the average payoff is 11 and a half years. 1% of people pay cash to avoid the 0.99% interest rate. Most people do finance though. There's another option that's no financing, just a savings agreement. And that's for people that either feel like they're overextended or just want an alternative to financing. If you're interested in erasing your electric bill without lifting a finger, or getting a 50-year life roof for $500 to $2,500, go ahead and click the link below or go to natecosystem.com. The cost of doing nothing with the electric bill with the solar is that it goes up every year. With that said, so let me show you exactly what you're getting here. So you're getting a free estimate, questions answered, a roof if you go ahead and get the roof. I apologize, but the wife of the family gets to go ahead and pick the color. If you need a roof, we're going to go ahead and strip the roof down to the plywood. If there's any plywood that's rotten, we'll go ahead and replace that as well. Then if you're getting solar as well, we go ahead and wait a few days and then put the solar on, give the roof a few days to rest.